Hello, today is Tuesday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. You know, I don't watch is it Star Wars? I don't watch Star Wars or Star Trek or anything like that, but I think that's what it's from. May the 4th be with you. We do have a birthday today. Today is Amy Breyer's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, happy birthday, Amy. It's also Diane and Jim C., which I think is Diane and Jim Cross, is 47th. I'm thinking it's their 47th. I hope it's not your 48th. I have 47, but I don't know if it carried over from last year. But it doesn't matter. It's Diane and Jim's anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a really great anniversary. 47 years, nothing to sneeze at. So what did I do today? I have to tell you, for a Tuesday, I'm doing really well. I'm really doing really well. I'm very happy with my attitude this week, and I think I'm doing really well. I'm staying on plan. I'm doing all the right things so far. I know it's early in the week, but I'm doing really well. Christy called me, Christy's my daughter, called me this morning. She says, "Are we not going to the cottage?" And I said, well, we rented a cottage for last year we didn't go. Christy went, but I didn't go. She went to a different cottage. But we went to this one cottage for like 3 years in a row, I think it was. At least 2, but I think it was 3. And we paid $13.50 a week for a 3-bedroom cottage on the water, which was not too bad. You know, like when you split it up with everybody, it's not that bad. So the people that owned the place, she sold the land, because on her particular land she had 7 cottages, and so she just sold it all because she didn't want to be bothered with it. And so that there's a new people that own it now. And when she sold the cottage, she said that she was going to let them know that we still wanted to rent the cottage, you know, like it was part of the sale or whatever, so that they had notice for that. The new people for the same cottage want $2,650 a week. I told Christy, I said, I'm sorry, that's like more than double the price. Well, maybe double. It's just doubled the price of what that other lady charged. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm not spending that much money. I mean, I know that if you went to a motel, it probably would cost that much. But no, that was too big of a jump for me. And the cottage was a cottage. I mean, you know, it wasn't like it had all of the top qualities of like a really nice home. I mean, it was a nice cottage, but it was a cottage. So, but I told her, no, I'm not going to do that. But so I contacted the other people that owned it originally, and she's going to mail me my deposit back that I had paid 2 years ago, which I think was very nice of her. You know, like she didn't really have to do that, but she said she would. But now the check got lost in the mail, and I really do believe it got lost in the mail because she's just really such a nice lady. So now we're just working with, I set up a PayPal account, so she's just going to put it in my PayPal account this week to give me my $100 back for the deposit I had put in a couple of years ago. So I thought that was very nice of her. That was very nice. So anyway, so I told Christy to look for another cottage because I wasn't going to spend that much money. Although it was nice because, like I said, it was just like you went down like 3 or 4 steps and you were right there on the beach. And like you could sit on the porch and just see the whole beach. It was just very relaxing. You could sleep with the door open and hear the water hitting, the waves hitting. It was just the ideal setting for a vacation, but not at $2,675 or $2,650, whatever it was. I know it was over $2,600, so I thought, no. So Christy called me this morning and she said, well, did you ever call that one that I sent you? And I go, what? She says, I sent you something about a month ago. Well, now we're kind of getting into the crunch time, because if you want to rent a cottage, you really need to do it. Here in Michigan, at least, if you want to get a nice cottage, you got to do it in January. So I said, well, give me the number again and I'll call and see. I was really thinking I had to leave a message. And it turns out the cottages that we rented on the beach, the people that are renting the new cottages, well, she bought some new land or some new cottages. She was the original owner of the cottage that we used to go to all the time. And then she sold it to the nice lady that's going to send me back my $100. And she had it for 2 years. And so now we're renting from her again. I said, because when I told her my name, she said, "You've rented from me before." And I said, "I really don't remember," because we looked on the website to see the cottage. And she said, "Yeah, I used to own A1 Cottages." And I go, "Yeah, that's where we went." I said, "But it changed to something with a turtle." Oh, Lainey, you'd like that because it was a turtle. No, it was a frog. It was a frog. Something pad. Leap pad or Lily's pad. I think it was called Lily's pad because her name was Lily. I think it was Lily's pad. But I said, "Oh, yeah, that's right." And she says, "Well, yeah, which one did you want?" And I told her which one I wanted. And I said, "I hope it's still open." And it was open. And the best part about it all is it's still a 3-bedroom. It's way more modernized than the other one. She just put in this year all new windows. She has direct TV. She has the internet, which they didn't have before. What else? New flooring, new beds, new furniture. It just looks like a gorgeous place, and it's got a screened-in porch that you can sit there at night and not have to worry about the bugs biting you. It has a fire pit, so if you want to have the fires. It has a separate little entrance in so that, like you can clean off and not have to bring all the sand from the beach into the house or the cottage. It has 3 bedrooms with good-sized beds. And it's only $950. And it's not, you can see the water, but you got to go down steps to get to the beach. So, I mean, it's not right on the beach, but you can still see the water. And I'm thinking, that's where I want to go. So we booked July 30th to August 8th. We used to go the first week of July, but it just didn't work out for any of us this year. Plus, it's my 50th anniversary on the 2nd of July, and it goes Friday to Friday, and I didn't want to waste a day not going because, I'm not going to go on my anniversary day. So, and then Danny was going on a golf tournament, so we had to work around that a little bit. And then Christy and Aaron had to get their time off, and Mary had to get hers, and Kathleen had to get hers. And so it all worked out, and we're going to be going. I'm so excited. I was just so excited. So, did that. And then watched some YouTube videos. Jimmy came over and we filmed our video for tomorrow, the Jammin' with Jimmy. We filmed that for tomorrow, and we also did our tag. And just like I said, I've been staying on plan. I had French toast for breakfast with my Aunt Millie's bread, 2 points for 2 slices, and I had 2 eggs with it, and some of my sugar-free syrup and some bacon. For lunch, I had a bowl of my chili, my homemade chili that I make, and for dinner, I'm going to have salad and cottage cheese, probably some pineapple with it, with my imitation Starbucks passion fruit tea. Thank you, Joan, from Joan's Point and Plate. I love that tea. I'm like addicted to it. And then just continue on with my good week, because you know what? I know that, how are you guys doing, by the way? Are you guys doing good? Because I'm really happy with how I'm doing. A lot of times, in my comments, I notice a lot of people are just really kind of mad at themselves that they've gained so much weight. Not that you really need to have somebody tell you there's a good excuse that you gained weight, but I mean, it was a stressful year. It really was a stressful year. And I think we're kind of like working our way out. We're almost to the top of that ladder, climbing out. And so we can't beat ourselves up. You can't look back. And I saw that little meme about the rivers, because the rivers don't fly upstream. They only go one way. They can't go in reverse. And so you can't go back. Wouldn't it be nice sometimes if you could go back and just change things? There's a lot of things I would change. I wouldn't change, like I still would marry Jim. I still would want my kids when I had my kids. I still would want the jobs that I had, but I would do way better with money. And I would do way better with my weight. Those are the only 2 things in my life I'd really want to change. But then I think, that would change who I am, in a way, because, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I think that, like I said, you can't go back, so why even look back? I mean, you can look back to kind of learn from your mistakes. That's why I think I'm doing so much better with my money, is because I've looked back and I've learned from my mistakes. I'm doing so much better on my health and my weight because I've looked back and saw all the mistakes I've made. And I've acknowledged them, but I'm not dwelling on them, because it doesn't do any good to dwell on them. And what else I wrote? Just like I said, you can't change the past. You can just do better. And I really do think I'm doing better. In all regards of my life, I think I am doing better. I'm not saying that this past year hasn't been hard, because it really has been hard. But I think made me appreciate life so much more. It made me appreciate my family dinners, human contact, seeing people's faces. I like that we don't have to wear the mask outside because now people take it off as they're walking out of the grocery store and you can see their faces again and you can see them smiling. You can always see somebody smiling in their eyes, but it's just so much nicer to see their face smiling. It just really is. And it's just getting to be a happier time. It really is. I mean, I know they say we're a country divided, and I really don't believe that. I mean, we all have our different beliefs, but I think that's what makes our country our country. So if we all had the same beliefs, the same thing is like you pick your friends and things that are a little bit different than you. Not too much different, but you know, like you kind of got to mix it up. And I think like Jim and I think we get along so well because we're not exactly alike. We both, you know, irritate each other. That's part of marriage. And we know each other's triggers to get us going, to get us like off to the races. And so sometimes that's a good knowledge because then you know that's going to set off a trigger and I'm not going to go there. But then if you're me, sometimes you know what the trigger is and you pull it because you just want to aggravate them. I'm guilty of that. I'm not going to lie. I am guilty. Sometimes the Jim aggravates me and I'll just know what's going to aggravate him back and I'll just pull that trigger. Which is not good. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying. But you know what? We're going to be married 50 years, so obviously I haven't pulled that trigger too many times. So, but like I said, every time, well, I don't say it every time, but I think you know I mean it every time, is you got to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, you can't expect anybody else to believe in you. And, you know, regrets, we've had a few. But then again, too few to mention. Thank you, Frank. See, I know Frank Sinatra on a first-name basis. Don't I wish? No, not really, but anyway, all I can say is do better. Today's Tuesday, so we're doing well. I have Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday is my weigh-in day. So shooting for a pound. That's all I do this nowadays is shooting for a pound. That's all I hope for. But I believe in myself, and I believe I will do it this time. I really do. And I do believe that somewhere along the line I'll mess up and I'll take a couple steps backward. But I also believe that even though I've taken a couple steps backwards, I'm not going to take like a whole bunch of steps backward. I'm going to start saying Mother May I and keep going forward. How many people played Mother May I when I was growing up? Mother May I, Red Rover, Duck Duck Goose, Hide and Seek, Frozen Tag. I'm trying to think of all the games I used to play. There were so many. Well, Jim and I were watching The Little Rascals this morning, and it was just like, it was such a different time. I mean, you know, like they had their little paper hats and you know, I know when they say come home with the streetlights, but you know, that truly was true when I was growing up. You would go out the front door in the morning, and if you came home and ate lunch, you came home and ate lunch. If you didn't come home and eat lunch, your mouth just figured you were out playing somewhere and you'd be home for dinner. You had to be home for dinner. You had to be home for dinner. But after dinner, you could go out, but you had to be on that porch before the streetlights came on because, I don't know, the streetlights still everywhere? I mean, I don't have any streetlights in my subdivision. They're on the main drags, but like in the subdivision, there's no streetlights. But where I was growing up, there were streetlights on the side streets. But memories. Anyway, okay, that's enough. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.